Okay, good afternoon all. Kan, dah last week kan, dah malas lah kan. So how's things this week, Bagus? Tak berbunyi dah. We are waiting for more to come. In your WhatsApp group, I've just given you the past year questions, okay, 2019 if I'm not mistaken. Okay, past year questions. So we are going to go through that questions today. Okay, we are going to go through what are the tricks of that question. Tak ada dapat tak dalam WhatsApp group? Saya tengok dalam WhatsApp group.
Dapat.
Dapat dah. Very good.
Dah.
Baca dalam masa 10 minutes je tu, nanti kita buat sama-sama. Okay, you all tak payah buat sekali je, jangan susah-susah. Baca dulu, get the feel of it sebab panjang dia punya soalan tu. While waiting for others to join in, baca dulu soalan tu. Semua dapatkan question tu? Read the question first. To those of you that's just joined in, kindly read the questions I've given in the WA group, okay, WhatsApp group. Okay, read the question first, then we can do the questions together. Sekejap ya kawan-kawan. Oops. Okay, habis dah baca soalan. Done reading? Is it too long?
Soalan satu dah.
Baca semua lah. Soalan tu.
Sekejap. Tengah baca 2, 3.
Baca. Panas. Okay, Fazliana sudah. Yang lain bagaimana? It's quite long. Tak tahu kenapa dia suka soalan panjang, tapi tak apalah, kita raikan saja. We just celebrate whatever that they've given to us. No issue. Okay, shall we? Boleh dah? Boleh dah kita melihat kepada soalan. Can we actually look at the questions June 2019? Are we ready? Yes, okay. Semua orang dah ready what happened kawan-kawan ni? Sebelum that, before that, I've got two things. Okay, two things. One, the deadline for the assignment is tomorrow, bukan today, not yesterday, but tomorrow. Okay, some of you been contacting me saying that there's a words limit. Not to worry, I can understand because some of you have tables and whatnot, so all that will be counted as one table, one appendix equal to one word. So not to worry, okay? Not that you have to produce 3,000 on the dot, 3,000 full stop, no, plus minus, okay? If you exceed a bit, okay, or less than 3,000, doesn't really matter, okay? You are not going to be penalized, okay? So that's about it. Second is about the peer assessment. Okay, peer assessment. It's actually come from Dr. Hasniati. Okay, your KJ. So basically, it's just to ensure that each and every one of you contribute. I did browse through. So far, when I browse through, not that I go into details, I think most of you give your team members 5, which is full mark. So not a problem, okay, not a problem. So meaning that everybody did contribute, okay. So that's about it, okay. I've not actually go through group by group yet, okay, but so far when I glance through, that's what I see, okay, right. So now we go back to the past year questions.
Okay. Doctor, yes. For the assignment, only one person should submit it. Right?
Cukup lah tu kan. The same thing, isn't it? No need to resubmit a few copies. Tak payah. Okay, one is enough. One is enough. Okay, we shall present. Right, shall we look at the past year questions? Okay, past year questions. So when you read the question, how do you feel, or what kind of perception you have towards these questions? That is my first question.
Fail.
What is it?
Fail.
Fail. Janganlah fail. Mana ada fail? Tak ada fail. Semua orang pass what? Tak ada fail. Okay. It's quite lengthy in terms of the questions. You need to understand the questions, but some of the info, not to say it's not related, but it's not directly related, okay. It's just that they want you to think, that's all, okay. Other than that, what is your perception? What is your perception towards this question? Anybody else? Any opinion? Part A is wajib, compulsory. Part B, you have got to choose, isn't it? For 2 hours paper. For 2 hours paper.
And the marks are a lot lah for each question.
Kan, banyak sungguh kan. Tapi tak apalah. Kan? Boleh buat. InsyaAllah tak ada masalah. Okay, now. When you receive this question, for this one or for the next one, the coming one, okay, one thing for sure is you need to know the CLO of this particular question. Okay, your CLO does play a role here. Okay, your CLO does play a role so that you know the coverage of the questions. Okay, for question 1, you still remember your CLO or not? Which one is the CLO? This one is the CLO. This one. This is the CLO. CLO1, CLO2, and CLO3. Once you know your CLO, then you know the coverage of the questions. Okay, the coverage of the question. So for question 1, which CLO do you think? 1 or 2 or 3? Question 1. Question 1 asks you what question? Potential of office development. Potential of office development. Then you are talking about the development strategy. Then you are talking about property productivity. So you've got 3 questions there. So which CLO? Dah penat dah, tired dah. Which CLO do you think? No idea? No? Which CLO? Yuhu, ada taker tak? Which CLO do you think? Kawan-kawan. Number 2. Oh, CLO2. Yeah, CLO2 and CLO2 and what, Guan Yu? 2 and what? 2 and 3 kawan-kawan This one is 2 kalau you tengok dekat soalan ni. Okay. For the hotel is CLO2. Then you've got the strategies which is CLO3. So 2 and 3 together. Okay, that is for question 1. Then you have another one which is the question, the part B, question 2. Okay, this one is the which CLO? You're talking about real estate market. Then you are talking in terms of the scope and you are talking about the requirement. Okay, for question 2 is CLO what? CLO what? CLO1. Yes, correct. Okay, that one is CLO1. And then the last one is CLO2. Okay, data collection technique, sampling and whatnot. Okay, that is number 1 that you need to identify. So whenever you have the exam questions, identify that first. Is it important? Yes, very important, because so that you know which is the coverage of that particular question. Okay, you're talking about the coverage. Okay, let's do question 1. Let's do question 1. Okay, let's do question 1. Let's do question 1 kawan-kawan Okay, potential of the office development on that site. Okay, once you read the question, you see that some of the information is only indirectly related. Okay, example, you're talking about the employment sector, okay, and stuff like that. Okay, you're talking about office. What is that got to do with the employment sector? All you need to know is that there's an increased or in regards of the estimated number of employees. You see, there's increase in regards of the estimated number of employees from year 2010 to year 2015. So what is that telling you? The economy is good, the economy is bad. So this is what we need to know. Okay, there's an increment in that estimated number of employees. So therefore, we assume that the economy is good. Okay, the economy is good. Although the questions ask for the office building. Okay, office building, development of office building. Next, What is it? It gives you in regards of this, again, it's about the employment statistic. What are the area of employment, okay, and what are the percentage. Okay, again, we assume this is good because it shows that economy is good. Okay, then the data, the questions also give you in regards of the supply side of the office building. Okay, you're talking in terms of the occupancy rate, which is 85%, which is good. Okay, 85% is good. Okay, then what else? You're talking in terms of the expected supply. Okay, that's going to increase ongoing projects. Okay, how many square feet? Okay, what you need to do now is for you to advise your clients. Okay, what is the potential towards this office development? Now, you need to go to this your notes in regards of your office development. Okay, in regards of your office development. Okay, when you are looking at the potential of your office development, what would you advise your client? What would you advise your client? You're talking about potential of real estate development. What is your advice? What do you think you will advise your client? How would you advise your client? How would you advise? What would be the stages that you're going to advise your client? How? Competitors, supply. Okay, you're talking about competitors and supply. Okay, what else? What else? There must be a structure, kawan-kawan. Demand for officers, yes. Okay. Okay, there must be a structure so that when you want to answer the questions, okay, it's easier for you. Point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4. Okay, ngam. Tak payah fikir-fikir, tak payah tengok nota lagi dah because everything is in your head. Okay? So maybe how to look at things holistically. How to look at things holistically. Betul. Whatever that our friend suggest here is true. Okay, Guan Yu kata competition, Guan Yu kata supply, demand for officers. Okay, is there any ways that we can actually structure the advice that you give to the client? Okay, how are we going to structure that? How are we going to structure that? Anybody wants to try? Okay, you're talking about the site analysis. Yes, we are there. We are there. Okay. We are there looking at the site analysis, looking at the market research. So in your site analysis, are there things that you can advise your client? Isn't it? There's point there under your site analysis. And under your market research, there are also things that you can, or subtopics that you can advise your clients, isn't it? You're talking about the current economic scenario, you're talking about the surrounding area, you're talking about the particular site, you know, jalan apa dia kata dah lupa dah. Tengok tu sekejap je dah lupa. Apa tadi dia kata jalan apa, sorry lah kawan-kawan. Palu tak kat mana entah. Where is this situated? Jalan Tun Razak. What's so significant about Jalan Tun Razak, kawan-kawan? What is so significant about Jalan Tun Razak? Yes, Ain'ni. Business district, or also known as, yes. Why do we name it Golden Triangle, kawan-kawan? Anybody? Some? And not yet jackpot. Why we name it Golden Triangle? Why? Come on, real estate people. Why we name it Golden Triangle? Jalan Tun Razak, Jalan Sultan Ismail, Jalan Ampang. We name it Golden Triangle. Why? Why? Why we name it Golden Triangle? And Okay, because that is where you get the matured and strategically located office building. Okay, Guan Yu tambah lagi Central Business District. Yes, okay, Central Business District. Yalah macam Ain'ni kata tadi lah, it's a Central Business District, very central, isn't it? You're talking about matured office building. You're talking about good full pull factor, kan? Push factor tak ada, pull saja ada. Okay, pull factor saja ada. Okay, what else? What else? Potential. Ada lagi tak? Direct factors, indirect factors, semua ni masuk di dalam potential, ya. All these are in your potential. Okay, so basically for 25 marks, not 20, 20 marks, do you think you can answer these questions? Looking at the suggestion that we discussed just now, can you answer this question or not? 20 marks. You're looking at the site, you're talking about the market research, you're looking at the economic scenario, you're looking about the location of that particular site. Can you answer the question? What is the potential like? Good potential, bad potential, moderate? What do you think? What do you think? What do you mean, 50-50? Okay, kawan-kawan. At this level, there's no right or wrong answer. It's how you justify your answer. If you say that this is not good, assuming what? Okay, if you say this is good, why? Okay, it's all about your justification. There's no right or wrong answer. Okay, tak ada kata, oh dia salah sebab dia jawab macam ni. Dia betul sebab tak ada. Okay, at this level, there's no right or wrong answer. Okay, we accept all answers provided that it is well justified. Faham? So it is well justified, then okay. You boleh kata apa-apa pun. Tak ada masalah. Okay, it's up to your justification. Okay? Are we alright here? Tak ada fail. Tak ada. There's no words, fail words in our dictionary. Tak ada. Okay, tak ada. Okay, Ngama, can I move on or not? Development strategies to be adopted. Okay, this one 10 marks only. Development strategies. So what do you think? Your development strategy for 10 hectares of land. What would you do? What would you do? What would be your development strategy? This is your CLO3. What would you do? For 10 hectares of land. Would you do all office building? Would you think that you want to mix it? Want to do a mixed development rather than sole office, 100% office building? What do you think? Oh, you want to do a SWOT analysis? You can do a SWOT analysis. But bear in mind, the question asks you for the strategies. Strategies, development strategies. So your development strategy will consist of, after you bought your SWOT, what do you get? Maybe you will have your mixed development, maybe, okay? Or maybe your SWOT analysis will actually give you the phasing strategy. Okay, you buat phase A dulu and then you see what sort of demand you get, then from there you proceed. Okay, you proceed to another phase. Okay, for 10 hectares of land. Okay, 10 hectares of land. Besar ke kecil ni 10 hectares ni? Is it big or is it small? Big or small?
Besar.
Yes, exactly. So therefore, we cannot do all at once. Okay, that is not a good strategy. So the good strategy is for you to have it face by face. Then you need to justify why you want to do it. Remember, I said there's no right or wrong answer. It's all about your justification. Okay, there's no right or wrong answer. Okay, it's all about justification. Okay, right. So next one, you're talking in terms of the analysis of productivity. Okay, this one is in your notes actually. Okay, analysis of productivity. I cannot remember which slide. Analysis of productivity, basically looking at the site and building analysis. Okay, then you are talking about the location analysis. Wait, I show you. I know it's in the notes, but not quite sure which slide. Kan, makcik kan dah tua. Everything also forgotten. Okay. Wait, wait. Sure it's there somewhere. Ada tak siapa-siapa dah jumpa dulu? I know it's in the note somewhere, but I cannot remember where. Teruk tak perangai? Cannot remember where. Oh, tak pernah pula pakai control find, teruk kan? Kejap. I do the traditional way. Teruk kan? Teruk. Apa nak jadi dah. Unless you have find it already, let me know. I masih lagi tercari-cari. Aju tak seronok. Allah, sorry kawan-kawan.
Doktor, market analysis ke?
Dia market analysis tapi dia productivity. Ada tak?
Lecture 10.
Lecture 10 is it? Lecture 10? Jauhnya pergi lecture 10
Real estate market. Analysis for mixed development. Ada tak? Dekat page.
Dia dekat sini. Selalunya kita cari kat sini. Kenapa? Bila kita buat tu, kan, our process, one of it is productivity analysis. So I just want to strike out what is the productivity analysis. Ada tak jumpa? Because so happen that we come across it so many times, so I only give it once je, and then you can refer to that slide. I cannot remember which slides I give. Teruknya ya Allah. Oh, this one. Sorry. Slide 144. Sorry, slide 144. Okay. Property productivity analysis. So your property productivity analysis consists of your site and building analysis, your location analysis. So this is what the questions ask for. Okay, ask for. How many questions? How many marks are there? 20 marks kawan-kawan. 20 marks. Okay, 20 marks, you need to answer it accordingly. So this is property productivity analysis. Okay, your site and building analysis, your location analysis. Okay, for 20 marks. Boleh? Like I said earlier, there's no right or wrong answer. It's how you justify. Okay, for these particular questions, focusing towards the office building. Okay, focusing towards office building. Right, next question. Next question is on the section B. Okay, okay, there's a lot of things going on here. Sebidang tanah, whatever. The questions ask for elaborate on how you would conduct this real estate market research. Elaborate. So meaning that the question asks for what are the process involved in your real estate market research, And as you go along, your example would be the 200 hectare plot of land for this development potential. Okay, so what the question asks for, this one is CLO2 kawan-kawan CLO2 or CLO1? CLO1, sorry, CLO1. So CLO1, the question would ask for the steps. How many steps are there? Or the process? In your market research, there are 6 steps, 6 process. Okay, kejap. Is this one that the questions ask for. Okay, step 1, what is it? Then as you go along, give example towards whatever that they want. Okay, 200 hectares of land and whatnot. Always connect the example with your process. Okay, this is what the questions ask for. Okay, for 20 marks. So meaning that divide by 6. So okay, tak ada masalah. Dalam 4, 3, divide by 6. Okay, you need to elaborate. Okay, along that line. Katalah 4. 4. Okay, 4 markah each. 6. Tak sampai 43. Right? Okay, next one. Provide the appropriate scope of work and relate them to the rationale for the development. Okay, you're talking about developing appropriate scope of work in CLO1. Okay, CLO1. Okay, what is the questions asked for? CLO1, which is topic 1 to 3 kawan-kawan topic 1 to 3 ask for the scope. Sekejap. Okay. This is about the scope. You're talking about how you develop the research plan. Okay, the scope is actually your research plan. Okay, how do you want to develop the scope? So what does it consist of? You're talking about determining the specific information. You're talking about the survey information. You're talking about the planning data. You're talking in terms of the instruments. That's how you develop your scope or your research plan. Okay, so question B, when they ask you to provide the appropriate scope, is actually about the developing the research plan. Okay, developing the research plan for 15 marks. For 15 marks. Okay, developing your research plan. Okay, are you still with me?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay. Kalau takut tak mana pergi sekarang. Okay, so this is about the research plan or developing the research plan. Okay, next one. Advise your client the requirement to be fulfilled. Oh, still CLO1. So what are the requirement to be fulfilled? Okay, what are the requirement? This one is between topic 1 and topic 3. Okay, 1 to 3. Okay, CLO1. So what are the requirements that you need to fulfill? What are the requirements that you need to fulfill? Dah tengok dah tapi dah lupa dah kat mana jawapan dia. Sekejap ya. Requirement to fulfill. Okay. Okay. What are the requirement to fulfill? So meaning that when you do your market research, this is what you need to fulfill. At the end of the day, you want to ensure that your market research will be able to answer all these questions. Your needs assessment, your feasibility, your logistic, as well as the evaluation. Okay, this is what you need to fulfill when you do your market research. Okay, when you do your market research. I don't remember, this one is the slide number 20. Okay, slide number 20. Okay, right. Last question. Okay, last question. Are we okay with question 2? Are we okay with question 2?
So far, okay.
Okay, Okay, question 3 sama juga. Blah 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 blah, your client blah blah. Okay, there's a lot of thing going on there. Okay, this one is CLO2. Okay, CLO2 focusing towards your data collection, sampling techniques, as well as the issues and remedies. This come from the topic 4, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, topic 4. So when you are talking about your techniques for data collection, okay, refer to topic 4. Refer to topic 4. Okay, topic 2, topic 3. Okay. You're talking about topic 4. Okay. Tajuk tadi. Sekejap je dah lupa. Okay. Most suitable data collection techniques in regards of this market research. Okay, what would be the most suitable? So you must read this one again, okay, in order for you to identify. One talking about this pusat membeli belah, okay, you're talking about this shopping center. You want to build shopping center surrounded by housing estates. Okay, quite good. Okay. Okay, so the questions asked for this suitable data collection. What do you think the suitable data collection is? Like I said earlier, there's no right or wrong answer. It's just how you justify your answer. Okay, what is the most suitable data collection? Primary, secondary? Primary data, secondary data? You must start with that one first. Then only you identify the coverage. Primary data collection or secondary data collection or both? Anybody? Somebody?
Primary maybe?
Yeah, you can do primary. I said there's no right or wrong answer. Okay, if you choose primary, so what would be the data techniques you are going to use? What would be the data techniques?
Survey questionnaire?
Ya, questionnaire survey. Kan ada banyak kan?
Quantitative.
Yes, kita ada banyak data collection tools. What is it? Okay, are you talking about participatory methods? You're talking about observation. You're talking about survey and interview. Are you talking about focus group? What is it? Delphi method, expert judgment. Okay, so this is some of the things that you be able to use from your primary. Then you narrow down which one you want. Okay, why you want to use it. Okay, like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. It's how you justify. Okay, suitable data collection techniques. Okay, suitable data collection techniques. Second question, 15 marks here. You're talking in terms of suitable sampling techniques. Okay, what would be the suitable sampling techniques? You're talking about building a shopping complex near the housing area. So what would be the suitable sampling technique? Okay, we learned about this, right? What would be the suitable sampling techniques? Convenient sampling maybe, okay, randomly, simple random, yang mudah kan? Or you're talking about cluster sampling, that one is the probability sampling, or you want the non-probability sampling, kan? So there's many methods that you be able to use. Okay, suitable to that particular purpose, suitable to that particular purpose. Okay, so you're talking in terms of that shopping mall near their housing area, you know, or maybe you would say that your spam sampling is divided into two. One is on the on the location surrounding scenario, and another is on the respondent itself, people that live how many radius miles from the area. Okay, so that there are many sampling techniques that you'll be able to use. Okay, right. Clear kat sini ya? 15 marks. Okay, last one. Issues and remedies you may encounter in dealing with the data collection. What are the issues that you will encounter? Okay, if I'm not mistaken, this one is in page slide number 69. Okay. Because when you're talking about the issues, we said that there's no one best way. There's no one best way. Okay, tak ada satu jalan mudah. There's no such thing. Okay, so what happened here is that you are going to use the multiple data. You're talking about the use of available data. Okay, and stuff like that. So, and another way is that when you are looking at all this data, of course, okay, you'll be questions about this. The four things that we normally question in regards of the data. Okay, the relevance, the credible, the valid, the reliable. Okay, this is some of the things that issues normally faced by the researcher. Okay, normally faced by the researcher. So how do you go about it? Okay, if you're talking about the data, what would be the challenge? And then you're talking in terms of the, I think we've discussed this in the tutorial, the challenges whereby people do not want to participate. Okay, how to get the data. Pardon?
Time management.
Yes, you're talking in terms of the management and stuff like that. Okay, so this is part and parcel, issues and remedies. Okay, how do you go about it? For how many marks? I don't remember already. For 20 marks. For 20 marks. So kalau you ada empat ataupun you ada dua isu, then dua remedies you. Okay, 5 would be 20. Atau you want to give more, you give 3 issues and 3 remedies. Okay, 3 issues and 3 remedies. Okay, so that would give you 20 marks. Okay, that would give you 20 marks. How to write your answer? How to write your answer? I normally tell students this SEE. Okay, you have SEE kind of concept. Okay, S is state your point. You need to state your point. What is your point? One, you're talking in terms of the data management or time management or whatever. Okay, S. E, explain what is it. What is it? What is your point there? Explain it. Okay. E, give example. So it's actually C, SEE. Okay, you state your point, you explain, you give example. Okay, that's how you write. That's how you write. So let's say just now I said 20 marks. Okay, you've got 4 points and 4 points. So 5 points too will include of this point, explain and example. Okay, so that's how you write. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? So basically for the coming exam, kawan-kawan we still use the CLO kind of thing. We still use the CLO. Okay, CLO1, CLO2 and CLO3. So once you receive that question, identify, okay, this question is in which CLO, so that you know your coverage. So that you know your coverage. Good thing is that you are at home. So ensure that everything is around you. Okay, ensure that everything is around you, so it will be easier for you to not grab and go, glance through and write. exam will have calculation. Alah, ada satu je. Bias, both, primary. Alah, sorry lah tadi tak tengok. Yes, facing, yes, it's big. Okay, Guan Yu, there's only one question, one part saja. I give the calculation questions, but somehow I think Dr. Rosli jarang bagi kot, So they said ada ke calculation dalam market research? I said okay lah, one part saja, tak banyak markah, just to give my IC. Just to give my students some sort of calculation saja. Okay. Right. Any more questions? Any more questions? Questions? We deal with questions. So after we go through, tadi before and after, thank you. Before and after, before we go through, okay, you said, this one is doomed to fail. No. Okay, now we have gone through the answer. How do you feel? How do you feel? Soalan sebenarnya tak susah.
Tadi lah susah sangat.
Tak ada kan? Okay kan? Okay. Doable. It's doable kawan-kawan. It's doable. So not to worry. Tomorrow we're going to do more questions. Just to get use of it. For some reason, I think it's the UM punya style. It's the UM punya style. They like it to be long. The question, they like it to be long for some reason. Tak tahu kenapa lah, tapi tak apalah kan. We just follow. So the question is going to be a bit lengthy with all those data and whatnot. But don't get panic lah. Just read it through, and somehow or other you'll be able to answer the questions without looking at the top explanation. Okay, without looking at the top explanation. Tapi that does not mean that you can ignore whatever that been given to you. Just read. Read one round, then you'll be okay. Okay, so CLO1, CLO2, CLO3, so that you know. Okay, especially yang CLO1 tu is actually on topic 1 to 3 saja. So that is the basic topic. You're talking about sampling, you're talking about data. Simple questions. So rugi kalau tak jawab. Okay, rugi kalau tak jawab. Compulsory tu mestilah kan, But we have been doing that exercise day in, day out. So you should be okay. You should be fine. Okay, it can be done. No worries. Okay, it can be done. No worries. Okay. Questions? Ada lagi questions tak? Sorry, nak tengok chat ni ada apa ni. Confidence sikit. Okay, alright. Good. Good.
Doctor, what's the attendance?
Yes.
Attendance.
Attendance in Spectrum, or you mean the screenshot, is it?
The classroom, Google Classroom.
Google Classroom attendance, why?
Usually it's at the week 14, then you'll have the attendance.
I think attendance now is that Dr. Hasniati will collect from Spectrum.
Okay.
For some reason, not sure why, they do not recognize this Google Classroom. Okay, are there any lecturers that use Google Classroom? Ada tak? Your side?
No.
Not this
No,
time.
everybody is using Spectrum, right? It's just that I cannot access Spectrum, so that's why I give you alternative in regards of Google Classroom. Okay, but apparently everybody is using Spectrum. Okay, sorry lah. Okay, because consider myself outsiders.
No, it's okay. Our Spectrum also sucks.
Oh yeah, ke? Oh, I didn't say that. Okay.
It's okay.
Oh, I'll shut.
Google Classroom.
Why Google Classroom?
It's more better than our system. So yeah.
Of course lah, because to support the big data kan, it's not easy, right? To support the big data. Ours also have problem. We have what they call it I also cannot. U future. U future that has no future. But okay lah, tak apalah. Right, question. Questions. Letih dah Last week. Tomorrow we go on one more round. Okay, on the questions. Okay, on camera. Camera on. Thank you, Fazliana. Okay, camera on. Mari. Yes, sir. Tak hujan tempat you all? Is it raining at your place? Mine is cloudy but no rain. Cloudy only. Alamak, Guan Yu. What happened?